Hello, I'm Jane from Fired For You, the Paint Your Own Pottery studio in Walton-y-Dale, Lancashire. Today I'm going to show you how to apply background colours in 3 different easy ways. Now normally I would tell you to use light colours for this process and then use the darker colours for your patterns and designs on top. However, in order for them to show up on the video, I'm actually going to use dark colours just so you can see the effects. So first of all, you can brush the background colour on. So pick up your underglaze paints and then put a little bit out and take your fan brush and then pop your 3 drops of water into your paint to mix your paint up. Give it a really good mix. Wipe a bit off your brush at the side there and then go across your pottery or down it depending on what it is you're going to paint. Now it's important that you let the first layer and every layer after that dry off. Now the pottery has its own particular drying rate, so it's only going to dry as fast as it feels like it. So just wait till all the watery wet look goes and then just reload your brush and then go across your pottery again. This time for the second layer you'll see that it's a little bit darker, a little bit more even. And by the time we get our 3rd layer on, which we're going to do shortly, it should all be nice and even. Now this is a nice bright red, although it does dry looking a little bit pink. Once it's dried it will come out its true colour. So once it's dry, fill your brush up and then just go over the top again so it'll be all nice and even, and then you can just rest your brush at the side and let that dry off. Once it's dried you can then apply your patterns on top in whichever way you would like to do those. Okay, so the other way you can do it is sponging. So again, shake your paint, put a bit out on your paint plate. This time you don't add water to your paint. Take a sponge out of the water, give it a really good squeeze. The sponge is only in water to dampen it, to waken it up, and that stops it absorbing too much paint because you want the paint on your pottery, not up your sponge. So pat your sponge in there, give it a little dab on your plate to take the excess off, and then what I call a fairy touch, just very very gently dab onto your pottery there, giving a nice light coat of colour. And that puts the second way of putting your background colour on. So the last way is using swishy swishy, where you're going to create a very watery colour. So just a little drop of paint, take your mop brush, this is kind of a round fat brush, and dip your brush into the water and put lots of water on top of your paint and give it a good mix. Obviously this is going to look quite dark with it being a dark colour, and the idea is that it just gives you a hint of colour in the background. So just pat it on, just randomly. You can leave white patches there, you'll get a thicker effective paint from where you dab your brush, and then let it dry. And that's your 3rd way of applying your colour. Thanks for watching and enjoy painting your pottery.